interpersonal relationships have forever been transformed because of the internet. Agreed?
Agreed.
You agree? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I could rent a woman on Facebook or hire one from Russia to fly over anytime. It's great.
Why are we taking there? Why are we going there with it?
It's a tool that I can use.
How much does it cost?
$9.99.
$9.99.
No, I mean to fly one over. It's $9.99.
$9.99
$9.99.
from the Ukraine.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of product are you getting?
And they have like 2 legs.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
2 legs.
Was it a chicken?
Are you? Can I ask you a question? Are you splitting the internet from social media because everyone needs the internet for work to look things up, Wikipedia, encyclopedias, anything? Are you separating like social media?
No, when I'm using tonight, when I'm talking about social media, I'm using the terms internet and social media interchangeably.
When's
Just
the
for
last
the purpose
time
of this
you
show.
didn't use the internet?
I use the internet all the time.
Well,
So that doesn't mean you're addicted to it.
Hey, Contro, listen. This is when I'm using the term social media and referring to the internet, it could be social media in terms of like Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, or I could be referring to, email or online gaming or something like that, or text messaging. I'm lumping all of them together.
Got it.
Okay?
So like Google searches, like if I'm doing a paper in college.
That's a little bit there.
All right.
It is a little bit there. All right, let me rephrase this. I'm using
I
it.
got him frustrated.
No, you didn't. I'm just clarifying for the listeners. I'm using it interchangeably when you're communicating with other people or interacting with other people.
All right.
Okay, so online gaming where you're interacting with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So if there's a component where there's some sort of social
Like the kids
interpersonal
that
connection.
don't go outside, that put their little headsets on and play some kid in California on Zelda or whatever they play nowadays.
California on
I
Zelda.
don't play Zelda.
It's not Zelda anymore, but it's something. It's like medieval times, or it's a war game. That they're
World
playing.
of Warcraft.
Thank you. It's like Zelda.
Zelda? Okay. Jay, you're showing your age. You were just talking about aging. And you're
Remember, you had to blow into the cassette to make it work?
Yeah, that's.
back in the day with Nintendo when we couldn't connect with other people. We just had to play with
We had to play the computer.
We had to play.
Double dribble.
All right, we're getting away from it. So tonight's goal is to better understand social media dependence. Who's at risk? How can someone curb their overuse of the internet? We're going to talk about all that. And Dr. Dom's food for thought, as always, is up there for you guys. The questions I posted are, do you know anyone who's addicted to the internet? That includes social media, online gaming, electronic devices. Obviously, Jason didn't read that. And if so, how does this affect that person's life? And more importantly, because you are a listener of Dr. Dom Radio, how does that addiction affect you? Second on there, I have what troubles you most about social media obsession? And then the third question, how could someone curb internet dependence? So share a personal story related to tonight's topic. And once again, the phone number is 215-850-4399. Somebody said they can't really hear Dennis, and that's like it here.
Yep.
I know my voice is sexy. I'll speak.
Denny, hold on. I'll fix that for you, Denny. That should be better. Everyone wants to hear that.
Guest 279 should sign in.
The Love Doctor.
279. Thank you.
Just a reminder, if you do call in, as soon as we pick up the phone, you're live on Dr. Dom Radio. And obviously you can use the chat box as well. You don't have to raise your hand around the school.
Well, there's a lot of people here today. But I would like to start the conversation.
Go ahead.
I think it's sad that you have these young kids that don't go outside and see the sun in the grass because they play. What's the game you're talking about?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, the society today, they
It's
stand.
Zelda.
No, for real, they stand in line early because they want to go get the game. Half of them probably, not half. I don't know. A lot of them can't afford the game or shouldn't be buying the game. They have no friends. They're obese.
75% of them are virgins as well.
That's fine. They're young kids. They're 14, Dennis. What do you want? You don't want these kids like having sex at 14? That's another show.
Well, 14 is different, but I'm talking about having an actual life.
Oh,
'Cause I play
there
video
are-
games as
listen,
well.
there are adults that stick with like Candy Crush. I know someone who spent $300 on Candy Crush to get some type of whatever it is to do more crushing of candy. It's insane.
Okay.
It's totally.
There is a funny video on if
Fat
you
guy?
YouTube it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Was
That's
it
an
his
act.
wife or it's an act?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's pretty legitimate. But like
Yeah.
we played sports as kids.
He breaks the Candy Crush little thing. I only have 25 cents. That's
Well,
pretty
we
funny.
all played video games as kids, but I also wanted to play sports outside. I wanted to interact with my friends, and
I do want to throw something out there, though. In terms of being diagnosed as a clinical disorder, internet addiction has not reached the DSM, which is a Diagnostic Statistical Manual for diagnosing mental disorders. It has not reached even though 1996 was the first time internet addiction was used.
Because it's a technological disease. We've created the tool.
A technological.
Yeah, we've created technology that allows individuals to have. There are now 3D games and now avatars. We've created our society. We've created these tools that bring these new mental illnesses to society.
Well, the DSM doesn't even use the word addiction; it uses dependence. So we would rephrase it as internet dependence or social media dependence. And when you're talking about dependence, that means that somebody meeting the criteria for other addictions, that they build up tolerance to it, that they display withdrawal symptoms, that it affects their life in a negative way, so they forgo doing things with their family.
They're social skills. We're creating a society of people that are robots.
So I'm just saying that it's not recognized as a standalone disorder
Because it's new.
today.
Oh,
It's
it
been
will be
around for
soon.
17 years.
I think it will be soon.
A lot of people
Yeah,
thought it
but
was
it
going to
has-
make it into the DSM, but it didn't.
Has it really been around for 17 years?
Well,
The internet's been around for
The
17
idea has,
Yeah,
but there's
but-
not enough research that has backed it up. I'm just making
It's
this
getting
clear
worse.
that it's not clarified as a disorder, but it is a pervasive issue that affects people.
But
Yes.
I don't want to have people pay. I don't want to see insurance companies start to pay someone to go to the doctor because they're addicted to the internet. How dumb is that?
Well, there's tons of dumb
Yeah,
things
yeah.
that people are getting.
But that's ridiculous. There's
But it's okay if somebody goes to the doctor because they have 17 other illnesses that are related to their obesity?
There's difference on
that's
dependencies of
overeating.
alcohol or drug. You're talking about playing a video game or addicted to Twitter
Dude,
or Pinterest. That's insane. That's just
People
ridiculous.
choose to drink. People choose to eat. People choose to use the internet.
Sometimes
yeah.
when you go somewhere, you just have to check in. You just have to do it.
But in all honesty, I mean, we all know people who are out there and constantly on Facebook. Every time you log on to Facebook, they're using it. They're constantly updating their Twitter feed. And one thing that has been researched, has been found, is that the rush that people get when their Twitter followers increase or when the likes on their page on Facebook is similar to the rush that a gambler gets when they're on a winning streak
No.
at the blackjack.
It feels so much
Well,
better
who
when you
doesn't-
get more
who
Twitter
doesn't-
followers.
Well, who doesn't like when a good post gets?
So it's funny.
I understand,
Oh.
but for some people, it starts to encompass their daily life.
So
That's
I
why I
have incriminating
purposely
things
stopped using Facebook for about 4 or 5 weeks. And just because I was coming on the show, my son happened to be sick, so I put something on there about him being sick. And it was great. If anyone's listening who posted on there, they hoped Ethan got well. It was great, but I got to be honest with you, how it just made me totally laugh. Like, if I see that my friend's, I don't give a shit. Your kid's sick, that's great. And that's part of life. Who cares? Like, I think it's funny that people, and it's because it's a new tool. I'm out with this, I'm doing that, I'm shopping for Christmas, I'm late for my Christmas shopping, I went to the zoo.
Who cares?
Without Facebook, I don't really give a crap what you're doing on a daily
Right, but
basis.
what I'm trying to get across is that some people, this is their life. This is what they do. They take pictures of what they eat,
It's
and
just
they have
because
to
it's a
show.
tool.
Oh, I
I
love like the
understand, but some-
diary post
now-
where it's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it happened again." ... It's like,
Now the thing
oh my
is,
god, what
sometimes
happened again?
with diets, like if people are doing like a food diet, they will post pictures of themselves eating food, but they say that keeps them scheduled to
Right. And they're
eating
proud of
healthy.
themselves. They're proud of themselves. That's different.
Yeah.
I think things like that are fine. If you want to post an accomplishment, you want to post something that's great.
And you're so contradictory. You're contradicting yourself.
See-
1 minute you don't care what people post that a kid's sick, but the
I-
next
I
minute
know.
it's okay if they post their spaghetti.
Well, it's funny because
I
Because
said
it
the
keeps them-
motivational aspect. What's motivating about my son threw up last night? There's no motivation there.
why did you post it then?
Yeah.
I only post because I was coming on the show. I wanted to see how people would react and make me laugh. I just preference that. Listen to your speakers.
So it was a
Now,
test.
do you
It
like
was a
it?
test.
Do you like if a kid is sick,
I don't really
or
care
do you
if
not
it's-
like it?
That's a good question.
I'm sick of.
Like,
I am
you see
sick
someone
of
trying-
child.
No, the liking thing. Yeah, I
Like,
So and so died or
Yeah,
something like that.
do you
I
Rest
had
in peace.
yeah, I had someone whose friend passed away, and they had posted something with their friend passed away, and they're like 37 likes. And I'm thinking to myself,
why would you like that?
37 assholes just like that post.
Were you number 38?
I said, I'll like that too.
Well, it's